Hey guys, welcome back to the Bucket Think Tank. So, here we are for Batman issue 4 of Matt Fraction's run, and I'm not gonna lie, I like this issue. So we open up with, well, finding out there's effectively been a bunch of turf wars. Or, not even turf wars, sort of like, the crime families aren't happy. Apparently some sort of truck was stolen, so I'm guessing it was the truck that we saw the Anarchy Thugs taking, uh, that Robin broke up, that led to him getting shot. I'm like, okay, we're seeing a connection there. Uh, a figure comes in, it's like, you know what, this is unacceptable. This is unacceptable. You know what? They all have accounts with us. Freeze those accounts. I'm like, okay, this is cool. This is cool. I like it. I like it. Then we see Bruce going to meet Dr. Anika Zeller, who we saw in issue 1. And she's also the one behind the Crown of Storms, which is still a really, really stupid name. Um, but she doesn't seem to be paying attention. She's on a treadmill and like workout clothes doing signs like, okay. And Bruce like, she has no idea I'm here. Okay. So he tries to talk. She's like, no, talk to Dr. Batman. It's my little plush because half the time you have problems that can easily be solved just by talking to Dr. Batman. And Bruce decides like, okay, that's cute, but whatever. So as they go through, as he's sort of asking, so about the whole thing here, why is it so expensive? Why are we using the top grade stuff? She says, like, because at some point in her mind, and what she's looking at is the Crown of Storms will be like a pacemaker. In other words, they'll be everywhere at some point. So it's best to just make sure we got the best equipment for it, so that way, it's going to last long. I'm like, okay. It seems her idea is to primarily make sure that this does everything it needs to do. It's not about profit, it's not about notoriety, it's about reworking the human mind of crazy people. Fair. Then Bruce comes in, stops the train, like, hey, I'm Bruce Wayne. This is my building. And she's like, well, if I knew stealing things would get you attention, I would have stole something months ago. I'm like, okay, so she's been waiting to see Bruce for a while. So there's that. Bruce's like, fine, you know what? I'll pick you up tomorrow at 7. And she's like, what? But I don't. And one of the dogs like, so you got a date with Bruce Wayne? It's not a date. Like, look, either way, do you have real shoes? And I'm all here for Croc slander. I'm all here for it. And cut to an old newspaper Gotham where Huston, I'm guessing it's Huston because it's spelled Huston, not Houston. And Jack, the reporter that Huston went to about, what he saw, what he took a picture, what he, recorded on his phone of Vandal Savage planting evidence. He goes to a Gotham paper. And apparently, Jack is a disgrace, or he's a disgrace reporter. All right, he is primarily a drunk. Like, even if you go through all the whole critique, they make like, why is the newspaper so dying so much? It's because of capitalism, man. Like, no, the news landscape changed, and modern newspapers, like newspapers of that time, couldn't meet the changes. That's pretty much all that happened for the most part. But whatever. So they attempt to go to that newspaper. They didn't take it. I'm like, okay. Meanwhile, all across the news is like, instead of like the constant like red, the white steam that comes up from the manholes of Gotham City, that you all kind of like, oh yeah, it's blue, it's white, no, it's red. It's red. Everyone's freaking out. Like, why is it red? This is Gotham City. We don't have red. Last time we had red, it was, what was it? The Batman: The New Adventures. Like the sequel series to the Batman the Animated Series, where the sky was red and we were all like okay with it. I don't know. Anyway, Bruce goes in full suit to find Anarchy, and lo and behold, I was right. Anarchy is freaking out. All right, so yeah, the Anarchy dealing with the truck was a good thing. Turns out, Anarchy is not the big player here. No. After Bruce interrogates him, it turns out, oh, you were hired to steal the truck and dump it. By who? What's going on? And Eric is like, dude, have you not realized what's going on? All right. So you know how like there's been no weird insanity from like your Jokers, thank heavens, your Riddlers, your, your Mad Hatters, your Harvey Dents slash your Two Face, your Mister Freezes, your Poison Ivy. It's not just because Poison Ivy's off doing something with Harley that no one reads. It's because like all the crime bosses, they've been united under a dude called the Minotaur. all right, and he's totally got crime under control. Like, well, how? And it turns out it's because he's working with Vandal Savage. I'm like, okay, Vandal Savage, just like, okay, so we attempted to make a better Gotham War, which isn't hard. But Gotham War's issue was Selina, like, okay, so here's what's gonna happen. We're gonna convince all the henchmen to steal from rich people. Therefore, they won't have to work for criminal masterminds and psychopaths. Therefore, violent crime will go down. Which everyone thought was stupid. Here though, we got to return to form, really, if you think about it. So anyway. So the Minotaur, courtesy of Vandal Savage, meets up at Wayne Manor, which is a low blow in itself. So Vandal Savage brings in the crime families. All right, we got a bunch of people I haven't seen before. Let me just pull up the tablet here so I make sure I get these names right, because there's a lot of them. All right, first we got my main man Cobblepot. Oh, how have you fallen, Oswald? La Mano Nera, controlled by Lupo Capitalina. Good lord. We have the Benza family of Clanuri Interlope. I'm not sure. Tozuki-san. We have Shi Huan Hik. I'm sure I got that wrong. And La Penitenta. We got a nun-themed crime family. All right. The Minotaur comes in with his 7 fingers and says, okay, you know what? This was stupid. All right. So, I want to point out that we were doing really good up until this whole truck thing happened. All right. We were doing really good. We were making a lot of money. What were our profits? What were our profits at? All right. Let's see here. Profits were up 418% this year. All right. But guess what? All right. At this rate, we're not even making our quarter projection. All right. That's in 8 days. All right. Because you all fighting each other like, that's not how this works here. I'm the Minotaur. All right. This is my labyrinth of crime. All right. See this knot thing we've made? All right. See my 7 hands? See my 7 fingers? Also, I've kidnapped all of your loved ones, and they're going to get shot because y'all don't know how to act right. Let me tell you right now. In just 20 months, I will have Gotham City under lock and control, all right? I've already got the commissioner. He's on my side. A good, lovely friend. See you, Vandal. Love you. And by that point, we will have Gotham under control. And in 20 years, I'll have the world. I'm like, oh, okay. So, Batman's been asleep at the wheel. Granted, he's been through a lot lately. So I'm guessing this happened probably, if I had to place it in a time frame, it would have to be after the whole Fear State incident. All right, after the whole issue with Fear State and the battle with Scarecrow, Bruce is pretty much like out of money at that point. The magistrate comes in. Bruce has to devote most of his time to dealing with the magistrate, which was nowhere near as impressive as they made it out to sound. Then after that, we had Failsafe. We had Bruce go into a multiverse, and then we had the Batman of Zern R with the whole Gotham War thing. So technically, this all makes sense because if you look at it after the events of Fear State, there really wasn't much of anything involving his regular rogues. After Joker War, Joker was like, you know what, I'm done. I'll be Gordon's problem for a bit. Everything else was mostly just random stuff. So, and of course, being broke, losing Alfred, not in that order. Well, actually, no. Yeah, losing Alfred, being broke, there you go. Issues with Selina, and even in Detective Comics, sleeping with another random woman and dealing with his, aging, dying body. And then having to fight himself, patching things up with Damian. He's been active but asleep at the wheel of Gotham's criminal underworld. And what's interesting is because now we're getting a return to form. This is pretty much what Gotham City looked like before Batman showed up. It's all under control of the crime families infiltrating the police. Granted, this wasn't as hard. I'm pretty sure they had to wait for someone like Loeb. They saw Vandal Savage, this got a whole lot easier. So, who knows? Overall, though, I really like it. I'm hoping Anika Zeller is not part of the whole Court of Owls thing, but we do need to wrap that whole thing up, or at least like fix it. The Russians took over the Court of Owls. I have such faith in Zdarsky. But anyway, Fractions Run, I think, is doing fine so far. We're 4 issues, and everyone's like, this is going to be the best thing ever, this is the worst thing ever. After one issue, I didn't quite get that logic. But we'll see where it goes. We'll see where it goes. I like the Minotaur's design. Look very nice, professional. You know, it's nice seeing out a crazy person. You know, this is a whole crime family thing. Like, no, no, no. Everyone wears a suit. Except our beloved sister Mary. She wears what she needs to honor God. And make sure we get that bag. I like it. I like that we've kept Vandal Savage in place. We're not doing like separate stories. All of this feels like it's going to come together. Anarchy, if anything, was the red herring. So with that in mind, let's bring it to a close. If you're new to the Bucket Think Tank, feel free to like, comment, share, subscribe. Smash the thumbs up button. I'll catch you all later. This is the Bucket Think Tank signing off. Thanks for watching. As always, may your fandom serve you well.